I'm excited. I'm sharing it. I'm just excited in my own life tonight. So I'm making a video. We're getting high and we're working out in this house. I just sold my house. And tomorrow I'm having a garage sale and I'm selling like 99% of my belongings. Yes. This was an awesome house. It used to be a gym. It's on an island called Texida Island, or Sayayin. And that translates to the other side, I was told by a man from one of the nations in the area. I've gone to the other side of a lot of things in my life. And there's patterns I've recognized and built protocols out of them, which have kept me in balance, and I've slipped out of it. And I'm out of it. I'm out of balance. And when out of balance, I've learned how to restore it. It might mean going on a fast. It might be having a conversation with somebody that should have been had. It might be going and trying something new that's healthy, maybe talking to somebody on the street or whatever. It might be working out, and that's what it is tonight. It might be doing something a little more extreme. Maybe you average whatever. We're making up fucking examples here. 20 kilometers a week, so you double down and you just do 40. Maybe you do 40 in one run. That kind of thing. Just crack something open, right? And what I've learned to maintain balance is to do that when things are good, right? Throughout my whole life, I can't say that because I don't do it anymore. Throughout the vast majority of my life, well, I do in little ways actually, I ran myself to the ground just every 2 weeks. Up. Yo-yo. I was a yo-yo. Oh yeah. Yeah, not anything like that. Just, and I crashed out. And I don't do that anymore. Not to those extremes. And I guess I'm going to share what I've learned from it. I was somewhere before. I know that. Yeah, doing something hard when things are good. When things are balanced. Recognizing that and recognizing where it came from. And it comes from breaking through a wall. So in honor of that and to keep that spirit alive so you don't fall behind, so to speak, and slip up where maybe you shouldn't. There is such thing as ignorance I've learned in this life. And that was really, really hard for me to accept. For example, I can smoke a pack of cigarettes and go run a marathon. It is easy for me to make excuses. Excuses? The fuck did I just say? Yeah. So, better to do it when things are balanced, because then you're coming from a place of security and leading from a strong foundation, right? And that'll support you throughout this endeavor you might go on. And when it's done from a place of recognition of being behind, out of balance, well, then it might be a bit of a struggle to get that sense of peace and belonging within your own actions, your own thoughts again, right? So that's what we're doing tonight. Because, well, I don't need a reason, actually, at all. But lots is changing in my life. It's just the proper thing to do. But I just sold my house. And I'm starting to go, okay, I'm starting to just slow down here because I'm not going to work for a while. Yeah. And that's really exciting. But within that, you could say I'm going to have a lot more freedom. And I am. A lot of free thinking. a lot of space to move in that I don't normally get to make decisions because there's a boss making them for me. I fired all my bosses because I sold my house. So, lots of room to slip up too with that. Yeah. So, it's time to crack something open. I got 2 big reasons to. And I don't even need one. So this might be a longer video because I'm packing my shit up. It's a pretty empty house. And this is potentially one of the last few nights I'm going to spend in here. And it's a nice house. And I'm going to live in my vehicle, which I've done throughout my life lots. I'm very excited for that, but there's some gym equipment in here still, so we're gonna get to it. We're not gonna rush into it because it might be a longer video. We're cracking it open. Cracking a wall open to maintain balance in my thoughts and my actions and in my relationships with people and life. This is a cacao and matcha mix. This is my first night doing it. And this is my second cup because I really quite enjoyed the first one. We'll get to it right away here. We're just going to stir this. We're gonna have a smoke. There we go. Yeah. A great I would say a proper use of a flower vase. Really. You got your flower and your pipe. And flowers belong in the ground or on a sweatshirt. Yeah. I've personally never owned a pet. Never had a pet. Or plants. I don't bring plants in houses. I think they belong outside of the ground. The only plants that come inside are the ones I smoke or drink. See if we can get a light on for you. There we go. That's what I'm looking at. Woods, forest, trees. Some would say logs. Names. Now when I work out, or I run, and I've been doing this for a while, there's no watches, there's no plan, none of that. And that's been really free and playful for me. Coming up 7 years off the bottle. I've kind of been lying. I've kind of been telling people I'm sober. I've been like writing poems about it and posted about it and using it as language in my life And it's not true at all. I smoke a lot of marijuana. I'm not sober. I just don't drink. Whole plants. Whole plants. I've consumed a lot of fragmented plants in my life. There could be a big list. Just a lot. Now it's just whole plants. There's a big difference. And a short list. I didn't ever think I was going to get out of the bottle. Movement, sweating from other than being fucking drunk and waking up so fucking dry, just soaked. Changing the way you sweat. Look at it that way. Change the name, right? Look at all the different names for trees. We could name them right down to cells and DNA structures. Yeah, I learned to flip shit in my mind like that and kind of rename shit. And it really helped me see around a rock. Right? One thing. A bottle. Oh, it's changed the way I sweat. I can do that. That just opens up space, right? It's like a response, a living response in the body. You're allowing yourself to go somewhere else. It's like, maybe this is as far as I walk, right? People who have heavy addictions, they get stuck on a street. They don't go far. If they could walk a block every other day, and then maybe make it 4, it's expansion. It really helped me. Renaming things. We're gonna get to it. Yeah, it's gonna be good. And fucking bad. And everything in between. Alright. This was the weight room. This was the strength room. It's full of dumbbells, squat cages, sweaty fucking people. It was awesome. Not much in it now. This gym was such an amazing place. It's on such an amazing island with such an amazing community. I'll tell you about it very briefly. It was an open space community center. And the people just took care of it. And nobody ever was at a desk or monitoring it. And cleaning supplies were left out and people were taking rags home and doing laundry, and everything was just shared. And it was really beautiful, and it operated for like 3 or 4 years. I wasn't here for most of it, I was away working. But coming home to a community center gym was so cool. I turned my whole house into a gym. I'm a single guy, 1 acre property, had a trailer, and was out of town worker, and it was just a free community space gym. And just sign people up while I was out and come home and have no idea who's on the property. It was a very exciting way to live. Yeah, I play. We got soccer balls in this workout. What else we got? We got our drink. We got a skateboard. I've never included a skateboard in a workout, so we just might do that right now. I'm going to get my pipe. Get posted up. Get prepared for what you're going to do. Alright. I said earlier, I don't plan workouts, but I have very few ways that I entered into them. Yeah, and jumping is one of them. Usually not with a skateboard. Jumping, walking backwards up a hill, hanging from a bar, rolling and crawling. Yeah. Why? Well, mostly just from experience. Like, kind of all from experience. Just what feels right. And what has brought me to places where I'm able to maintain a state of yes in my life. Because for so much of my life, I was maintaining a state of just on a path to pure destruction and opening up darker and darker spaces with twisted fucking smiles on my face and fucked up tormenting thoughts on my brain towards myself and my own existence. So, getting to a place where I wake up and I go, yes, was unimaginable. And that was a big part of the problem. Stuck in a life is suffering story. Okay? Yeah. I personally, not farting. Yeah, it's fucking. That's my hip cracking on the wood. I personally learned from watching more than words. I've been like that my whole life. And I've really struggled in this society because it's such a word-based society. We learn from books, reading, projectors, and yeah, it just never worked for me. And I didn't really know that. I just knew I was struggling. When you first start struggling at something, well, for me, it's been really hard to nail it and understand what it is. I've realized I've struggled with very few things in my life. It was just hard to see them. This gym was called Slow Growth Fitness. I named it. It was inspired from the trees, the forest, the bush, the woods. They're all the same thing. It's life, breath. a support structure for each other. One of the whole body. Yeah. And when you go slow, we go stronger. So, because back to patterns. I was on some fast patterns. Really quick turnovers. Now live in my actions, right? You're having a smoke every 10 minutes. And we'll just call every substance I've ever done wine. And you're just consuming wine every 5 minutes and you're just on a constant fucking leash of self-torture and a lack of ability to face it. Because so lost and unsure of where the pain is coming from. And maybe it's the most real thing in life. And you're not willing to let it go because it's the only thing true in your life. So shout out to what this society calls drug addicts, alcoholics, real people. Yeah, in a different way. Yeah. Me, I reached some pretty good lows. Oh yeah, some really great bad times. Oh yeah. I liquidated everything except for my tools and the things I needed to make money to support my wine addiction. Lived in a place with concrete floors and hardly any drywall. No kitchen and no bathroom. Yeah. And my mind was, well, are we going to be homeless? Or am I going to maybe reach out to some people and do something I don't want to do and ask for help and maybe show up looking as rough as I am and being as lost as I am and trying to pretend I'm somewhat okay. That's all I was thinking. And that's what I did. Well, that was probably 9 years ago, and I struggled so hard from there. And coming up 7 years off the wine. And it got worse for the first couple of years, which really fucked me up because I thought that was the one thing. As much as it was the one thing I needed to keep doing because it was the one thing worth living for in my life, it was so dark too that I needed to break it. I knew that. And I thought that once I was ready, once I got there, I thought that there's going to be a period of just pure fucking hell, but probably not that long because it's the thing in my life that needs to leave because it was the one thing that I was living for. 100% of me was going into that and supporting that. To the point where I didn't pay my financial debts off until like 5 years after being off the wine with credit card debts. It hung on in so many ways for so long, and it still does. But it's become my fuel. And, oh yeah, like, fuck yeah. Like, once faced, and once, like, I allowed myself to actually, like, imagine what I was doing to myself alone, sitting in rooms, just getting fucked up, and allowed myself to feel into that and see my own face in a way doing it and accept it all. Seeing how dark it is in those spaces just built such a positive response to things that I used to be scared of in life. because I realized how horrible I treated this body. And that nothing else in life had actually treated me worse. So things have been really good. And just like how I used to think that I wouldn't be able to get out of a bottle, well, there's no way I could get back in one. Like there is such thing as ignorance, like I said, and that was really hard for me to accept. But what was equally as hard was accepting that life can be good and breaking such a strong narrative of life being suffering. So, just hang in there. This is very different for me because I don't normally talk when I do this. Like at all. I don't know, what's common in society? Sore bodies. You see people move like that? But really, maybe we gotta move different. Maybe we gotta move in uncommon ways. I move in uncommon ways. I have done that in many ways in my life. I don't take pathways very often. Like I don't walk on trails or on like a side of a road. I'll hop up onto the curb. Try and find the line between thoughts and actions and the relationship between not choosing your own pathway and not choosing your own thought structures. Maybe not the words and the imagery, but the actual structure of the thought, a nameless pattern to follow. Right? We don't move in circles much. We don't move like this much, right? We don't do that. And it would look really weird to do that. It feels really nice to be able to do that. And I can assure you that there is a relationship between what you just saw and what happens here. There's a very intimate relationship between an old lifestyle like mine, a stagnant one. Oh, could I just sit? Not like this. More just like, not like that. Well, I don't have a couch. I was on a couch or a bed. A mattress on the floor, just fucking. Yeah, I could just do that for days. Just blind. Okay? So, completely rearranging You can call it anatomy, call it whatever you want. The response to life. Completely changing my language of life, the silent language of life. Completely restructured. More than completely. Because it doesn't end. It's eternal. It's infinite. The possibility to transform and rewire, rewind, remember. Yeah. All right. Where are we gonna go? We're gonna do 500 squats. Because what I've learned is it's not even about being quickest, but the most honest way to just change and shift and allow yourself to get into a new space and then start thinking new and acting new and just going for it in a different way is to just go for it. So we're just gonna do 500 squats because that's very hard for me right now. Part of what's hard is counting because I don't enjoy that. That's only 25, so we're gonna be here a while. $50. 10 more laps to go. And we're gonna enjoy the silence together. If you wanna watch this, we're just gonna sit with it. And I'm not in a rush. I'm at 100 in my head. $30. Oh, my phone's at 5%. But I have to pick the pace up. Ooh, okay. Sorry? Or have I lost it? Two honey. Two. Ten. 20. 3, 2, 40. I think I might have jumped 10. 6, we're doing 50 again. 7, 8, 9, 350. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 60. Hundos. Okay, last round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Oh. 20. 6, 7, 8, 30, Oh, let's go, buddy. Hey, 8. 30. Oh yeah, let it out. Really helps. 40. You know what? I'm having a memory. When I was track, my dad would always give me a sign when I was coming around the corner to break the ribbon, crank it up. Going back to patterns, we'll call it 50. Kicking it in when things are good, just to crack it open. That's what we're doing here. Yeah, we fucking going. Oh fuck, okay. 60. Let's go, Chris. 70. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, and I'm seeing a fucking ribbon. Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm 5 hundos, and we're going still. Because back to patterns, when I say don't walk a path, races have fucking deadlines. They have ribbons. Do another fucking lap. Run your own race. Okay? Oh. And when you get into these spaces, what they'll teach you is you actually have to. Well, you don't have to, but you'll cramp up real quick. It's not over. When you're in that deep, no, what it is, fucking relationship. When you're in that deep, getting back to, well, maybe a place of, call it independence, or individuality, or freeness, to keep expanding and growing, the reason why you even met, whatever it is, you gotta learn to walk back slow, and well, I've struggled with that. Yep. And this is how I've remembered that, and these are protocols. I mean, again, that's a word. These are actions. You can call it that, but you don't even have to call it anything. You don't need to call it anything, you just need to do it. To me, this is human. This is proper. I didn't always do this. I was very, very active as a kid. And a world-class athlete. That's the truth. And then I went. And now, then yo-yo. Now it's a fucking merry-go-round. Yeah. With a swing in the center of it. Oh, we got that drink. And you know what? Learning to just live with it too, because there was a lot of time when I started doing this sort of thing. Okay, Chris, you've been sitting. Go crack open. And I'd go way too far. So I'm calling that at that. Okay, if you can't, like, if you're in a place where you're low, you know something that helped me when I was really low? I recognized I needed to get up. Like I was stuck. I was in the physical body. I was stuck. I was froze inside of me. See, the spirit was just locked up, unable to act. So I decided I'd learn to get up.
and have this response, this is what I can do, the silent language of life. Teach it to the body. And I mean literally, getting up. So I just get down. And I just get up. And it wasn't at all what you're seeing right now, like, not that you're seeing anything really spectacular, but there was no form or like niceness to it, like it was a struggle. I'm not gonna act because it's not a struggle right now, that was just a little sore though, but yeah, like, it could just be so small. Oh, so small. Look at a seed. Look what grows from a seed, right? Just plant a seed. And then remember it's there. Remember to nurture it, and visit it. And make room for spring.